I really do not think I'm wrong when I say Digimon is one of the best animations ever. Especially season 1, 2, and 3. I've grown to like 3 more and more. That makes it seem like I watched Digimon season 3 last week. No, I watched it probably about 5-6 years ago again. I rewatched seasons 1, 2, and 3 again, probably about 5 years ago. And 3 grew on me a lot. I always thought it was a bit of a weird series compared to 1 and 2. It was much darker, much more adult. But rewatching it when I did, I was like, damn, I missed out when I was a kid thinking that it didn't have those tendencies that the first 2 seasons did. It was different. It took a different spin on Digimon in a good way. And I think that they probably went away from that further down the line with the other series. But new trailer, clip really. It's not a full trailer. It says it's called Digimon Last Adventure Evolution Special Characters Clip. I don't know what type of special characters they are. It might be the gang all getting back together and all being in one room and all being happy and jolly and all that type of stuff. So let's get to this this clip anyway. English sub, most important, not English dub, English sub. That was something which I did find interesting rewatching the show. Obviously when I was a kid, when I watched them all English dubbed. But when I watched them, I guess half a decade ago now, wow, shows how old I am, I watched them English sub, and generally when I watch anime I do watch sub versions. But let's get this clip anyway, alright? Hopefully we'll get something out of it. That just came out of my ear as I put it in. Let's try that one more time. A-okay this time. Let's get to it. Let's go. Oh, it's... Alright. I get the special characters now. So they can...
せっかく来たんだから2人ともしっかり役に立ってくれよ。もちろんそのつもりよ。で、状況は？聞き込みはしたんだけど、お手上げ状態。でしたら一層のこと。え？別のアプローチで調べてみますか。
Oh, that was like nothing. They gave you nothing in that. I mean, I do quite like the animation. They've made the Digimon specifically all look very, very similar, if not the same by design, to when they did in the original anime, at least Anime Adventure Part 2. Which sometimes it gets a bit weird with the animation and stuff doesn't look like it used to and they update it too much, but the designs are really, really on point. Obviously, all the kids are grown up. They're all in their 20s now. I think that's something which Digimon sort of beat Pokemon to in a way. Like, Pokemon's always been like... Pokemon's great, don't get me wrong. I love me some Pokemon. Soul Silver is my favourite game out of all of them, but Pokemon's always had this nostalgic childhood feel because Ash is always a kid. All the characters are kids. Whereas Digimon did age up kids during the series and during episodes. And I think that has led to this scenario where all the characters now are in their 20s and the people who watched the show when they were like between 5 and 10 are in their 20s and 30s now. So I think it's a really, really cool thing they've done here. It is weird thinking about the internet. Like, he said the internet is so big now. I don't know if it was Cody who said that or Ken. Maybe it was Davis. I don't know. But it is crazy to think we lived in such a different world. It was so different 20 years ago, 15 years ago to what it is now. And it could be interesting to see how that impacts this this last film, I guess. I think there's a chance they make another season of Digimon. It might not be with the characters we all know and love, but I think there's a shot at a reboot for the franchise. Whether that's a good thing or not, I don't know. But I think that it is a strong enough IP where it could really get a new group of kids into this franchise. Because I think if Digimon came out today, it would be the most banging show on kids' TV. Like, it would be like the Dragon Ball Z for kids nowadays. I don't know what like 7-year-olds watch now, like SpongeBob SquarePants stopped and all that type of stuff. Phineas and Ferb was good, but I don't know what kids watch. I don't. I'm out of the loop on that. I don't know what 9-year-olds watch or 13-year-olds watch on TV, because generally they don't watch the television. They're watching a computer screen like you are right now. So, cool stuff. It is surprising after all this time they've brought the Generation 2 characters back, especially after how throwaway they were. They were so throwaway in the bloody Digimon Tri series. It was mad how just thrown to the side they were. So they've actually decided to give them a bit of screen time here. I hope they have an impact on the story and influence on it. And I think that was some people's biggest gripe. One of the biggest gripes with Digimon Tri was the treatment of the Adventure 2 kids. Even though they were part of the story and they were key in a way, it just didn't feel like they really got the respect they deserved from that series. While the original characters did en masse, they most certainly didn't. So, who knows? Maybe there'll be a Digimon multiverse crossover one day, and we'll get Guillemon and bloody Renamon. I think that was season 2. What were the Terriermon? I just went into the recesses of my mind to find those three bloody those three Pokemon there. I just bigged up my geek cred there and then just shot myself in the face. Amazing. I'm gonna stop there in case I decide to embarrass myself anymore. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, then Guillemon himself will come after you, man. The guy eats a lot of bread. He always did. He loved his bread. I think that there was a bakery involved. He eats a lot of bread, but instead of bread, he'll eat your arm. He'll eat your knees. He'll do a lot of things to you. You don't want that, you really don't, so just subscribe anyway to avoid that. And I've been NarendraTheComic. You have been great, and I'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow indeed. December the 29th, if I'm not mistaken. There'll be another video here tomorrow. Come back. I don't know what it's going to be. It's always unknown to you, and it's just practically unknown to me until the moment I decide to make a video about what it's going to be about. Shocking, yes. I'm very ahead of the curve all the time. But I'll be back here tomorrow. Hopefully you'll be back here tomorrow. I'll see you here tomorrow regardless if you're here. Sort of how that works. See you tomorrow anyway. See you tomorrow. Skadoosh.